What's up everybody? I'm Patrick Shawn, and in my last video, I was working on turning empty spray paint cans into art pieces. But I ran out of time and was only able to finish one before I had to go out of town for an event. So in this video, I'll be working on the other cans that I started, but didn't have time to finish. Let's go! In my last video, I was able to get these cans spray painted with a two-tone dripping background that I think looks really cool. And once they were dry, I got all of my sketches together so I could transfer them onto the cans one by one using graphite paper. The plan was that I was going to transfer my sketches onto the cans, then use an India ink pen to go back over my lines. But I accidentally bought the wrong type of pen and it wasn't playing well with the graphite. So I had to switch to acrylic paints mid-project. That meant that I wouldn't have enough time to finish all the cans and was only able to complete the alien. While painting, I was also running into a lot of issues with the can moving around, so I had to be really careful while painting, which slowed me down even more. But I got it finished and it looks amazing. So now we'll pick up right where we left off. The first thing I'll do is erase all the extra graphite marks on the cans that were left behind when I transferred my sketches. I'm going to use this amazing feature that my new desk has where it turns into an easel, which will hopefully keep my cans from moving around too much while trying to paint them. This first can that I'm going to be painting is not actually going to be available for purchase. This is a painting that I'm doing for myself, and it's actually a drawing that I did of my daughter in this really cool cartoony style that I like. Well, my brush seems to be falling apart, so I'm going to grab a new one and keep working. And now my next brush is broken, so I need to grab another one. I use cheap brushes because I don't do a very good job of taking care of them. I usually leave my brushes lying in dirty water for too long, so eventually the tip of the brush begins to separate from the handle and it just falls apart. So I have a drawer of brushes, that way I can just grab a new one and keep working. I've always wanted to do a painting of my daughter, so I figured I'd sneak one in during this project. She is absolutely amazing and she's easily the best part of my life. So I love that I can create a painting inspired by her and that I can keep forever. And now this can's done, so I can get it put up and move on to the next one. I've seen people doing animal mashups in Photoshop and I think it's awesome. After seeing a few, I drew up this owl spider hybrid and it's perfect for my spray paint can. I didn't draw this specifically for my can, but it's like it was meant for it because I drew this the exact size it needed to be. The only downside to this character is that I decided to paint all the individual hairs on its legs and body, so this one's taking a long time and it's really tedious. But it's a necessary evil because it looks so sick. This is a character that I may want to pepper into the background of some other paintings because it looks so awesome. But I have to make sure it's not as tedious if and when I decide to do that, otherwise my paintings are going to take a lot longer. So that's 2 cans done now, and I can move on to another one. This next character is one that I sketched out specifically for these cans. I made sure to draw it out for the exact size I wanted it to be, and just wanted to do something simple, so I drew this character throwing up a peace sign. Painting characters with different skin color and features is something new that I've been doing recently, and I love the way that it looks. It's more fun than painting something you already know or something that looks familiar, and also while painting characters with different skin tones, I'm able to work on and improve my blending techniques and the way that I use light in my paintings. One of my absolute favorite artists is Johannes Vermeer. I've studied a lot of his work, and his use of light in paintings was masterful. And even though my artwork doesn't look anything like his, one of my main goals is to try and be a little more like Vermeer by understanding and using light in better ways with my artwork. One of the most consistent trends in my artwork is that I don't normally paint the same thing more than once. It's not a conscious decision that I'm making or that I refuse to paint the same thing, but the way I've thought about it up to this point is after I'm done painting something, I want to do something new. I want to move on to the next thing. And after realizing I've been doing that, it's something I've been considering changing. Recently, I've been thinking about going back and painting some of the characters I've already done, but in different ways, and possibly doing a lot of mashups with other characters to explore new possibilities. Alright guys, that's it for these spray cans. They are finished, and you can check them out at pdshawn.com, where you can find more of my paintings, merchandise, or commission your very own art piece. A massive thank you to all of my patrons. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for contributing to my art studio and my channel. If you want to help contribute, go to patreon.com/pdshawn, where you can find behind the scenes, tutorials, and you can get merchandise only available to patrons. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and I will see you guys in the next one.